Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Today, September 30th, we observe the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. This federal holiday, established in 2021, honors First Nations, Inuit, and Métis survivors of residential schools, their families, and their communities. More than that, it's a day for all Canadians to confront a painful chapter of our history and commit ourselves to building a better future together. So let me start with the truth. For over 150 years, from the 1870s until 1996, Canada operated a system of residential schools. These schools were designed to forcibly assimilate Indigenous children, taking over 150,000 from their families. Children were forbidden to speak their languages, practice their cultures, or maintain connections to their communities, with the chilling goal to kill the Indian in the child. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, from 2008 to 2015, documented these experiences, concluding the system amounted to cultural genocide. Children suffered abuse, stripped of their identities, told everything about who they were was wrong. Thousands never came home, dying from disease, neglect, or abuse, their bodies buried in unmarked graves that we continue to discover today. But the harm didn't end when the last school closed in 1996. Trauma echoes through generations. When you separate children from their families, destroy their languages, and attempt to erase their cultures, the damage reverberates forward in time. Today, Indigenous peoples experience intergenerational effects through higher rates of poverty, inadequate housing, health disparities, and overrepresentation in justice systems. This is the painful truth we must acknowledge. For centuries, Indigenous peoples have been systematically marginalized and harmed by colonial policies. And we must be honest, if it took centuries to create this hurt, healing will not happen overnight. It may take just as long to truly mend what was broken. But here's what gives me hope. We've started the journey. The National Day for Truth and Reconciliation itself is progress. It ensures this history remains in our public consciousness, creating space for education, for survivors to be honored, and for all Canadians to learn. Several provinces have made September 30th a statutory holiday, giving this recognition real weight and allowing more people to participate in meaningful commemoration. More importantly, we now have a roadmap forward. We know what reconciliation requires, and we're seeing action in many areas. Reconciliation means supporting Indigenous communities in reclaiming what was taken. Language revitalization programs are helping to restore languages. Indigenous youth are proudly reconnecting with their cultures, traditions, and identities. Elders are teaching the next generation, ensuring knowledge passes forward. Reconciliation means addressing concrete needs today. It means working to ensure every Indigenous community has access to clean drinking water. It means reforming child welfare systems so Indigenous children can remain connected to their families and cultures. It means investing in Indigenous-led healthcare, education, and housing initiatives that respect community needs and values. Reconciliation means respecting Indigenous sovereignty and self-determination. It means honoring treaty rights, supporting Indigenous governance, and recognizing that Indigenous peoples know best what their communities need to thrive. This is crucial for true progress. Reconciliation means all of us committing to ongoing education and action. It means listening to Indigenous voices, supporting Indigenous businesses and artists. It means challenging racism and stereotypes when we encounter them and teaching our children accurate history. And raising a generation that understands both the truth of the past and their responsibility for the future. The journey is long, but we're not walking it alone. Indigenous peoples have shown remarkable resilience and strength. Despite centuries of attempts to erase their cultures, Indigenous communities are still here, still vibrant, still fighting for their rights and their futures. That resilience is extraordinary, and it shows us what's possible when we commit to healing and justice. To the survivors in our communities, thank you for your courage in sharing your stories. Your truth-telling has opened the door for this nation to finally confront its past and begin the work of reconciliation. You have given us a gift, even though you never should have had to carry this burden. To Indigenous youth, you inspire us. You are reclaiming languages, revitalizing cultures, and leading your communities with strength and vision. You are proof that despite everything, Indigenous peoples and cultures will not be erased. Your future is bright, and we are committed to walking alongside you. Today is about truth, yes. It's about acknowledging painful history and ongoing injustice. But it's also about reconciliation, about committing ourselves to a better path forward. It's about recognizing that we're all treaty people, that we all share this land, and that we all have a responsibility to each other. The hurt of centuries runs deep, and healing will take time. But healing is possible. Change is possible. A future where Indigenous peoples thrive, where their cultures flourish, where their rights are respected, and where true equality exists, that future is possible. We can see it beginning to take shape. And that future starts with each of us today committing to be part of the solution. To learn, to listen, to act, and to never forget. Together we can honor the past, address the present, and build a better future for all. Thank you,